Well, folks, kind of been busy and not checking on my tomatoes very good and not keeping them spritzed. And I believe with this tomato I've got a nice little case of early blight going on. So I got my copper fungicide, which is meant for organic gardens, and it you see right there, organic gardening. It's the Captain Jack's. I've used it before. It works really good. I'm gonna trim off the worst of the problem on this plant. Worst leaves, lower stems, and then I'm gonna give it a good spritz down. Get these lower ones, and then we're gonna spray it down real good. I'm gonna just snip off here. That's the one thing about out and around here is and then these leaves will go in the garbage. They don't go in the compost pile. They actually will just go in the garbage. And now the rest of the plant is going to get a good spraying. As long as you can catch it and really spray them down, it will kill. And you should actually be spraying your plants before they show any signs. Keeps them nice and green and healthy if you spray them all before. So I'm spraying all my tomatoes here. They're all starting to show some discoloration and spots on their leaves. So I should have been doing this earlier. I just have not been busy, work and other things, and so I'm gonna spray them down now. Everybody's getting a good spraying. Should have sprayed them a couple of weeks ago when they were spraying we had a crop duster out here spraying the potato fields for blight. And now right there, I knew right then when they were spraying the potatoes that I needed to get out and spray my tomatoes. And I just let life get in the way and forgot to come out. But I'll start coming out now about once a week and trim off leaves with brown spots and stuff. And then we will just spray all the plants from every angle. You want to get them all really, really good. And we're going to everybody's getting a good spray down. And in a week or two, they should all be looking much, much better. I do like this fungicide. I've used it before. Years that I religiously use it and get up on things like this at a really early time. I generally don't have any problems with my plants. They grow huge and green and bushy. And then, yeah, they get really big and bushy when I do that, and huge. But yeah, I've been a little lax, letting life get in the way and not taking proper care of my tomatoes like I should be. And it's so easy for them to get things going on when your back is turned after a fashion. So we're gonna get some of these leaves that are going a little gnarly nasty off the stems. And these are all going to get thrown in the garbage. And then we're gonna get that one. And I got a lot on these little cherry tomatoes. And I wanted to do it this evening while the weather's nice. Tomorrow we're supposed to get a thunder showers coming in. And I wanted to have this all done before plants got rained on, because the rain would just end up washing it all off. That's all the rain would do. It'd just wash it all off. And okay. So yeah, that's something you really got to watch for out here in potato country, is because the tomatoes will actually get the same kind of diseases that potatoes, and potatoes can actually pass it. And I got potatoes growing right next to me this year, so that means I've really got to be hyper vigilant about any kind of diseases that can be carried from the potato fields into my garden. And get some of these lower stems on this one too. Okay, I think we got all the problem spots taken care of, and we got everybody sprayed, and I'm collecting all my trimmed leaves and branches, and they're all going to go in the garbage. I'm not going to put them in the compost pile, because your bacteria can actually stay in the compost pile, and if you use that in your garden the following year, it can contaminate the soil. So anything you trim off needs to go into the garbage. And we'll start doing this once a week, and hopefully we can get on top of this. And I see a branch I missed. And see some better growth on the plants. Yep, get some better growth. But tonight won't be as cold as it's been the last couple nights, so we should don't need to cover everything. I've already taken all the tarps and put them all away in the garage. So everything's going. Okay, gotta collect all my clippings here. I'm gonna collect everything. And yeah, and I'll talk to y'all later when the sun isn't going down. Try to get together a few more shots. Tomorrow we may have oh, look at that. See, that is a marigold dead on here because it got darn birds. You know, I don't care if they snip up the weeds and that, but good grief. Getting my flowers. Oh, I got little pumpkin starts in here. They're all sprouting, so tomorrow morning I'm going to try to get them all planted. It's getting dark now. Pumpkin and squash and have to show you. A month ago I planted squash seeds in all these tires. One has finally sprouted in this one tire. This is my white zucchini. One seed has finally sprouted. I'm kind of letting it stay under there, hide it from the birds. But yes, I am so excited. One of my white zucchini seeds finally sprouted, of the ones I planted in there a month ago. It was the middle of May when I planted those. Everything's doing okay. I need to get my rhubarb in the soil. It'd be much happier. It's got some leaves dying back, but mostly because, not from lack of water, but I think the last two cold nights when it got down in the 30s has kind of frost nipped them just a little bit, but they should bounce back pretty quick. I've been keeping them watered, so they're okay there. I do need to get some fertilizer mixed up and feed my plants. My little lemon cucumbers are turning yellow. That means they are not getting enough nitrogen in the soil. So, little Miracle-Gro, and they should perk right up. And look at the peas. See how close to the top of that fence they're getting. They are just doing amazing. Well, this is a nice little evening clip. A little bit on the tomatoes. I got a little lax in taking care of them, and as you can see, I've got carrots coming up so wild. I've really got to thin out all these carrots. I think I'm going to have a great crop of carrots this year. But I need to give some of these other plants a little breathing room, so we've got to get the carrots and get them kind of thinned out a bit. So the peppers and the eggplants and the tomatoes have some breathing room. There'll still be plenty of carrots in this garden to harvest. Yanking out a few carrots here and there is not going to hurt the flower beds at all. I mean the raised beds, garden beds. Getting a few tomato blossoms too. So I hope I got this early blight on my tomatoes quick enough, and I think I did. Tonight's warm, so it has enough time to dry on the plants. Tomorrow we'll be getting thunder showers. Tomorrow afternoon. They're predicting thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. And we will everything will be getting well watered. I almost think wonder if these plants are, oh, take a peek under there. Yep, they're doing okay in there. The birds would just stay out of my garden. Oh, yep, I got to get under there too. But yeah, I may have to cover this poor little squash so the birds don't get in there and destroy it. But yep, I've got my little seeds are all coming up. So I gotta get these planted. I did plant these 6. I planted with new seeds, and 3 of them have sprouted, 3 haven't. I'm still hoping, but we'll see. Cover them up, let them go to sleep tonight. They'll get plenty of sunshine tomorrow, and tomorrow afternoon it's supposed to have thunderstorms. Everybody else is doing good. And yeah, you notice the stems. Yep, that was from birds. Birds get in here. They pretty much destroyed my row of pickling cucumbers, so we'll see what grows there. All right. Well, good night, everyone. I've just spent almost 13-14 minutes chatting at you. Have a wonderful evening. I will post this, and most of you will see it tomorrow morning and get a little quick update. Don't need to do lots of long videos. Short ones are nice. And isn't that just a beautiful, beautiful sunset? I just love this time of year. So, have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all on the next video.